Yeah, I thought today we'd talk a little bit about fall, and as of course you get further north, it's getting cool, and we think about our lawns, and most of our fence armor fans like to have beautiful lawns, and I'm no different. So I learned a lot from Alan Hain, the lawn nut, and many other YouTube guys on different channels for lawns. And what did I do last week? Well, last week I cut the grass. I dethatched the grass, which was a real pain, but had to get done. That allowed it to get a little more aerated and get down some of that old grass that was there. I also had some crabgrass that's on the process of dying, but I wanted really to give a nitrogen filled, we'll say fall application. So I looked on the web and I found this urea. I guess you have to look down a little lower, 4600, right down at the bottom. And I used those little pearls. I used the hand spreader as recommended. I calculated how many pounds per square foot. So I think in my case it worked out to 2-point-something pounds for 1,000 square feet. The formula and so forth I can give you later, but effectively just take the number, which is 46. So to make it 100%, it would be multiplied by 2. So 1 pound would be half of that. So 2 pounds per 1,000 square feet is about right. I know that came up maybe a little bit complicated, but it isn't. That's basically the formula I used, and it seems to be okay. Then I followed up with a 50-50 blend of Kentucky bluegrass and the fescue ryegrass to put some seed down. And I don't know that that's really the true method to fertilize and seed, but there's only so much time a human has. So come on out, let me show you after a week what the grass has been doing. So it needs to be cut. It's really, I should have really cut it earlier, but it's been raining. But it's not bad. It's starting to get green. If you look at some of the other neighbors, you can see that they're not as green. You can certainly see the crabgrass dying right in here. And it's going to die just because of the cooler weather at night. But along the side here, you can pretty much see, well, you can also see some of the leaves starting to fall. You can see our fence armor here is still holding strong. So that's really handy as the grass grows up, because ultimately if your grass looks good, it's going to grow up to the fence, which you want it to. You don't want to be killing the grass. So if you have the fence armor on there, you don't worry about it. You can just trim it just the way you expect it. And it's going to survive just great. I'm using the demis. Those are black because my bottom rail is really low. So that works out great. And you can see the stain has really held up. This is chestnut. It's still looking great after, this is now the end of the first summer. So still looking good. Along here, I mean, it's pretty clear to see what the difference the nitrogen has made compared to the neighbor's grass. So now as far as the seed goes, I'm not seeing a lot of germination, but Kentucky bluegrass takes 3-4 weeks to get any germination, so that's going to take a little while, but the nitrogen is really making a difference. So I'm going to get started with mowing the lawn. Well, thanks for watching. I have about, I don't know, 3,000, 4,000 square feet of grass. You don't want to watch me cut all of that. But what's important is whatever grass you do have, you want to make it look great. I think so. It's not that hard. Yes, it takes I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 Saturdays of your time to be able to manage it. But there's a lot of good suggestions out on the web on how to maintain grass. And right now, I think I've got the 1 pass of the urea. I think I'll do another one next week or the week after. So I think I'll do at least 1 more pass with that. I'll let the seeds hopefully germinate. I'm still irrigating because it's been a kind of a dry week. So I think with the combination of the nitrogen, the grass is looking really good. And you know, I'm still cutting it here at the end of September, almost the end of September, twice a week. So that really speaks to the health of the grass, and hopefully the root system will get in deeper, because you know it's very difficult in some parts of the US and Canada to get the right chemicals to do the job. So we really got to keep the grass thick, and I really don't like crabgrass. So if I can get rid of that crabgrass in the spring, once the temperature of the soil is around 50 or so, with some pre-emergent to help kill that off and make sure that my grass is thick enough, hopefully it won't make room for that crabgrass to grow up. So hope you enjoyed it. You know, here at Fence Armor, we really think about, you know, preventing, protecting, and prolonging your properties, whether that's stain, whether that's fence, whether that's protecting with postguards. All of those things inherently help you maintain your lawn easier. And when you're trimming, it's a lot faster to go across your posts with protection in place. And if you've put on post saver, you know that fence is going to last you 20, 30, 40 years. You want to make sure it looks great. So thank you for tuning in. Like and subscribe wherever those buttons happen to be. And if you have any issues or questions, talk to Stephanie. She'll help you out. Thanks for tuning in.